Well, digital camera technology has really improved over the last few years. The picture quality is now almost as good as film. And now what are they going to do to make them better? Make them smaller. It's really fun to have a digital camera. We've shown you some of the things you can do. Let's show you what we can do with a really small digital camera. If you're traveling, this is great.
This is so great. You know, save yourself, help yourself by carrying a compact pocket-sized camera. In the past, you had to deal with no zoom or no LCD, bad image quality.
Right.
These days, that's catching up.
They're really almost as good as the big ones. Do you still carry a big one and a little one?
You know what?
Because you're a photography nut.
Yes. You know what? I've noticed that you know, one of these cameras is so small that I just pop it in my pocket every night. So I actually capture a lot of moments that I normally miss.
Let me show you
a big camera.
why he's a photography nut. By the way, what's your baby's name?
Her name is Penelope.
Penelope's a beautiful little baby.
She is a wonderful little baby. I've shown her many times on this network.
And as many dads, you need to have that camera out in the ready at all times.
Exactly. So we got some cute cameras right here.
Let's see what we got here.
Let's start with the 2-megapixel camera.
This is so
That's
tiny.
a tiny little camera if you put that ruler up next to it. It's the Sony U20. It's been out for about half a year.
So I open this up to get the lens?
It's a 2-megapixel camera if you can turn it around.
Good. And you don't lose the LED?
Yeah, there's no zoom on this thing. Okay. You have very simple scene settings, preset aperture and
so it's not
it's
auto
exposure.
Okay.
It's a point and shoot. It takes
it's more like an Instamatic.
It takes movies.
Oh, it does. Wow.
But the 1-inch display is kind of a little too
small.
But overall, this is the one that my wife wants.
A lot of these little ones don't have displays
and the quality is great if you show the.
So
this is a 2-megapixel. That's 4x6.
That's good enough for an 8x10.
Probably 5x7, I would say.
5x7.
Without being too disappointed.
Which is what we're looking at right now.
Exactly. This is a 4x6.
Or 4x6, I'm sorry.
So beautifully, you can take this anywhere, but this next camera is actually weighs less.
I like this camera.
4 ounces for this Pentax.
This is the one we were showing at
this thing right
at Comdex. It comes in an Altoids
watch
tin.
this. I'm going to turn it on.
That's how small it is.
It's a 3-megapixel camera with a 3 times optical zoom.
That's really
So you can really get close to the action. What I like about it is it's very advanced, actually. You can push this button right here. The buttons are tiny.
Yeah.
You have to have
well,
really
they have
small
to be.
hands,
It's a small.
But check that out. You have these different options. There's a cool option where you can actually print 2 sides of the same picture, like this.
For a stereo opticon.
Yeah, for a stereo opticon.
Here, let's show them this. So you took a picture, and it'll print this way.
Right, and then you get
these
plastic
viewer?
glasses, and then you can see. Can you see there?
That's kind of talk about the old meeting the new. That's hysterical.
Exactly. So
does it work? I mean, does that really work?
Of a picture. It's kind of hard to get
really
going.
Get the depth.
You have to really practice at that. One thing I didn't like about this is 11 megabytes of built-in memory here.
Now on, let me hold this stuff. Okay.
Sorry.
I'm
excited.
Driving him crazy.
Well, Leo, I'm very excited about this. I'm worked up.
You have a better manicure than I do, but I'm watching the monitor.
This power button I've turned off many times.
It's a little easy to hit, huh?
Right.
Yeah, because that feels like you're going to take the picture, but
instead, you only get 11 megabytes.
Oh man, I missed the picture. She was
11
walking.
megabytes internal, and then there's an SD slot.
Now that's something that's important. A lot of the little ones don't have additional memory. This one does, but it's SD memory.
Right,
okay.
And it doesn't come with the camera, which is not very good for a $399 camera.
Although 11 megabytes is not so bad.
Now this next one is the Porsche of digital cameras.
This is beautiful.
This is the Canon Digital Elf S400. It's a 4-megapixel camera.
Wow.
With 3 times optical zoom. It's got a new scratch-resistant cover right here.
I like this. It's aluminum.
It's kind of point and shoot.
How do you turn it on?
You just keep this button down right there.
I held it, but it didn't. Oh, there it goes.
It's got a wonderful, intuitive user interface. But it doesn't really do too many advanced features. A couple of the manual features you can turn on and off, but nothing too deep. But this is the camera you have because the picture quality is amazing. Here's an example of the letter-sized macro shot of lavender with a little moth on it. That thing is amazing.
You like doing flowers because they're so detailed and it's a good test, and the colors, of course, are rich.
Plus, there's a garden very close by in Potrero Hill.
They're beautiful pictures. I love them.
Exactly.
So, how much is this Canon S400?
This Canon's a little pricey, $599, but I found it online for about $500.
You know, I like the cameras where they cover up the lens, and you don't have a lens cap to lose, and you feel like since you're going to put these in your pocket, you want to have something that's protecting the lens.
It's an amazing camera.
Yeah.
I highly recommend that one.
Now we're going to get a little bigger here.
Now this one isn't exactly pocket size. It'll create a big bulge in your pocket. But
what is
I
that?
like it because
it's
got so many advanced features. This is the Sony.
It's not huge, but compared to these other ones,
it's huge. This is the Sony V1. As you can see, it's pretty small. It's a little thick. But what I like about it, it's 5 megapixels with a 4 times optical zoom. You've got USB 2.0. You've got this hot shoe, which is what I look for in a camera because I do a lot of studio work. Right?
Yeah.
And I don't know, this just has it all the advanced features you would want.
5 megapixels.
Manual focus.
Why do I want 5 megapixels on a camera?
Well, you know, this is actually a pre-production unit, so I'm not going to say this is the best it can do, but look at that. That's
The
pretty
detail,
amazing.
look at the little pollen detail. It's pretty
I mean,
amazing.
it is amazing. This camera can really do a lot.
All right, how much is that one?
This one is list for $699, but you can probably find it for about 10% less than that.
Okay. Of these,
So
which
5
would you
megapixel.
which would you pick?
I like this one. I would buy this one.
You would
but-
buy the
but
PowerShot
I like this
S400?
one because it's so small.
The Optio from
it just-
Pentax you like?
Look at that. It's not there.
He just stole it. That's why. That's how much he likes that.
Stole it.
And if you really want to do some high-end photography, you like the Sony.
I've been looking at that one. The G3, which is comparable, is
Yeah,
a
people
little more
love the
expensive.
G3. I
and
know
bigger,
Chris loves
so.
his G3.
This one's small.
Okay, cool. Thank you very much, James Kim from the Tech TV Labs. Again, more stuff we can't afford, but we really want.